Hello to the amazing people, the Niemer here, and welcome to Some More Citizen Sleeper, a heavy narrative game where you interact with the surroundings using these dice on the top of the screen. You're playing the Operator, which is a class which starts with Transfer Intercept, chance to gain Cyro and interface actions. We are in a pretty good spot right now. I'm heavily upgraded, we have plenty of income, things are looking good. So, last time we did some progress with Feng, and now we have to go to GreenWay, which is across this gap here, but I will do some other stuff first. One of them is definitely going to Rabaya's office next round. Other than that, well, I feel like I might wanna go and build myself an apartment here, well, because why not, right? So I'm gonna be doing that. Not sure how useful that will be, but I decided I want myself a lovely home, so I'll be using some of this scrap, and I will be using the stabilizers to heal. I'm gonna let this thing go like to 3 dice and then go back to full. That's gonna be the interaction that I wanted to do. And bam! So now we should have ourselves a new home. Let's see. Repeatable action. Seal unit. With all the materials, the unit now needs sealing sections by sections to be usable. It's a laborious task, but the outcome is worth it. Makeshift apartment. Once this place is sealed, it will be livable and maybe even comfortable. A place to call your own. Well, I did not expect it to be so problematic to make it. And it requires the endure action. Ish. Okay, let's go to 0 with it. So just so we don't break our backs here. Okay. So basically, we could like sink a lot of time and effort into this thing. Alright. Okay. I think it's time to go to sleep right now. Ethan's coming back and he's gonna cause problems. Alright. And cycle. So now we're gonna go down to 4 dice, which is alright. I was expecting, if I knew how much labor it is to get that apartment up and going, maybe I would not go for it. I don't know. I don't know. So I want to do some... Oh, Rabaya. Okay, let's talk to her. Hello there, Rabaya. As you approach the address Rabaya gave you, a heavy hand falls on your shoulder. What's your business here? The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of the strength her implants give you. Oh, that was the wrong voice. As you turn, you see the same subsidiary eyes on Rabaya and Toshiro, glinting like mirrors on her cheeks. Gia, please, the sleeper is here by my invitation. At Rabaya's command, the hand immediately loosens and an apologetic look replaces the scowl on Gia's face. Of course, Rabaya, I'm sorry. Rabaya waves her away. Don't you worry, I appreciate your protective instincts. She smiles at the enforcer. How about you enter the tambour? They have a delivery coming and they'll need some help with the lifting. Gia nods and walks away. So, sleeper, you came. I'm glad. It didn't feel like an offer. I'm sorry for that, she smiles a tight smile. You have to understand, finding you there in Sabin's unit, I wasn't sure where we stood. There are more than a few people on this station who would rather I was dead. I had to be sure you weren't one of them. I wish you no harm. I'm glad. Rabaya begins walking and gestures for you to walk with her. She takes you down a staircase into the bustling walkways of the low end. What do you know about yet again? You run the low end. She laughs. That sounds impressive. We run out of low end, yes. Well, we don't run it. People with carts push past moving crates of supplies around the thin and winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat. Is that fair to say? We are framed as aggressors, pirates, criminals. She gestures around at the people in the passageway. But when was the last time you saw a lawmaker on the eye? A policeman. Who makes the laws here? No one? This is true. The eye is lawless, so it is up to us all to make it work for us. But I don't imagine you think that's a good thing. If you had spent your time in the low end, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place. Our people. It's still showing Loyal Yatagan Lieutenant. She looks different, no? This is our place, our people. The low end was empty in Erlin's time. They didn't need to house thousands, and keeping the yards and rotunda safe was work enough. No, the low end was claimed later, when the refugees started arriving. Rabaya meets your eye. The collapse didn't just happen here on this station. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned, the moons of Ember and Cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage, some tried to hold it together, some fled. The Eye became a refuge, and Erlin, to his credit, extended an open hand to everyone. But many within his organization disagreed. And those new arrivals weren't as simple to corral as they hoped. Rabaya leads you through a small market hall busy with small stalls and traders. Erlin's union was made of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organized into hierarchies and networks. The refugees came from different factions and families, were scared, injured, desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yatagan is a child of that conflict, a child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future, to provide security, strength. People call us a gang, but we are a community. I take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth I have worked to earn it. Rabaya catches herself before she raises her voice any further, and you both walk in silence for a while, among the smells and the textures of the low end. You start to wonder if this place could be a home for you too. Where do I come into this? Rabaya smiles to herself and thinks for a moment before she responds. I believe that you understand the importance of a refugee, so I also believe that you wish to help keep this place safe. She exhales quietly. For this reason, I would like you to trust me. I do not know what Sabine told you about us, but I imagine it was not good. I will be honest with you, Sleeper. I was never comfortable with having Sabine as part of Yatagan. An ex-corporate employee? It goes against our nature. But their deal was with Yannick. I kept my distance, made sure Sabine had their surgery, kept it supplied, that was all. But I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they have made to us. Yatagan has not lasted this long because it is a charity. We offer and ask for support. Any betrayal will be treated as an attack. Who is Yannick? Yannick is one of the heads of Yatagan. They guide us. He's the newest to be elected. He's an elder. Sabine found something. Please, I don't want to hear their accusations. They only wanted to escape their debt. They would have said anything. But where are they now to stand behind their claims? I will find them. As will we. You realize that Rabaya has led you in a loop, and together you both come back up a staircase to the walkway where you met. You're free to go, Sleeper. I have said what I wish to say. She looks out through the windows of the walkway. I would protect this place with my life, as it has protected me. I want to make that clear. She turns back. However, if you too wish to come under its protection, I can help you. Return here if you wish, and there will be tasks for you to complete. You'll be able to see Yatagan, to see the low end, with your own eyes, not as others frame us. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I will not ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. With that, Rabaya leaves, slipping back into her office while you stare out at the countless units, each a home. Each with a story that make up the low end. Okay. New drive discovered. Crack Conway. Meet Fang in GreenWays. Okay, build a home, repair the unit. Oh, fix the ambergris. Oh, that should be done. Get to know Emphis, win a side, work for Rabaya. Okay. Spend time as Yatagan enforcer. Oof. Not sure if I'll be good as that kind of thing. I mean, I could try, I guess. Patrol the ward, into it. Collect tits. Tits. How do you read this? Tits? Tits? I don't know. Sounds wrong. Yatagan operates on an in-kind basis, you're told, and tits of goods of services must be collected in exchange for protection and administration. Or patrol the ward. Yatagan performs many roles from protection to logistics and everything between. You never know what you may have to face on a patrol. Well, I like engage actions, because with engage actions I have a chance to get energy. So this one's good for us. Plus scrap components. Oh, we can earn scrap components here. Now that's really good. That's really good. So if you do like a job here each time with a really good die, we can keep our condition filled up with these scrap components. That's super good. You can get some energy here. But probably I want at least a 4. Patrol the ward. There we go. I mean, that's only 16 though. It would probably be better not to do that one then. Right. Tambur's tea house. Right. Plus 24 Cyro. This is probably the best action we have. Okay, but we can get 20 Cyro with like a dice of 2. Alien Crossing, and here we got this thing. Well, I'll definitely not be buying any more scrap from these because it costs 20. Now we have an action which can do exactly that as well. Oh yeah, let's go here. Hello there. Ankita. Ankita is crouched in the compounding core of the ambergris, swearing to herself when you enter. She doesn't look up. This shit's completely ruined the core's connectors when they cut it. She holds up a thick fistful of ragged wires. The ship mind they ripped won't even be usable without replacing these. She throws the bundle of wires across the room. Amateurs. Can we repair it? There's nothing to repair. We need an entire ship mind. Not exactly the first thing you can expect to dredge up from a scrap freighter. She sighs. Fragments maybe, sections of a mind, but a complete ship mind? No way. Ankita climbs up of the cooling valve where the ship mind should be. The space suddenly crowded with her on the same level as you, towering over you as she stops beneath the low curved ceiling. Come on, nothing to be done here now. She leads you back through the guts of amber, though you could find the way back yourself. The repair process has left you familiar with the cutter's idiosyncratic layout, all diagonal angles and bundled tubes. What do we do now? Ankita seems lost in thought and you focus on corridors, ducking below conduits and passing through bulkheads. Eventually arrive in the galley, though it's hard. Well, I can create a ship mind, but okay, let's just go along with it. Eventually arrive in the galley, though it's hard to tell. Most of the benches and prep surfaces are covered in half-stripped components and welded hull patches. Ankita shoves a box of filters to the floor and sits. There's no way around it. She starts out nowhere. We need a new ship mind. I can salvage one. I like your confidence, Sleeper. Maybe if we check the ore exchange or speak to some scrap dealers. She rubs her forehead. It seems I'm about to do something very stupid, but hey, I came here, didn't I? Why not make a run of it? She fixes you with a hard stare. Sleeper, you're all I've got. No crew, no friends. You're it. She looks uncomfortable. I appreciate the time you've put in on Amber, and I'm sure she would too, if she could. Well, what I'm saying is, if you screw me on this, I will kill you. She leans over and hands you a stack of chits. A big stack of chits. You don't dare to count them. Get me that ship mind, Sleeper. Don't make me regret this. You won't. She sighs. Look, you just get out here before I change my mind. You slip out of the galley and head back towards the main lock. As you do, Amber growls and creaks like a caged animal. You reach a hand out to calm her. Time to find Ankita's ship mind, somehow. Oh, nice. So, we can go into the ore fabricator. We're gonna need 3 ship minds here, ship mind parts, and we're gonna fabricate a ship mind. There we go. Nice. The fabricator reels and crackles as it assembles the ship mind. It opens to reveal a completed but heavily dented unit. Well, hopefully that's gonna be good enough for her. Hello, I bring gifts. Akita gave you a stack of chits so you could require a ship mind for Amber. Better make sure to deliver. Yeah, no problem, don't worry about it. You drop the huge cylinder onto the mess room table. Ankita can't hide her excitement. 1 upgrade point, nice. You drop the shipment core onto the galley table with an emphatic bang. Ankita spins around from where she's been poring over some documents on her slate. Holy shit, Slipper, did you actually land a shipment? She rushes over and hefts the huge cylinder, turning it back and forth. Well, shit, it might be actually work. She smiles wider than you've ever seen. Where did you get it? I've built it. Built it? Well, you're full of surprises. Ankita bangs on the galley wall. Hear that, Amber? The Sleeper got you a new shipment. The sound echoes down the ship's passages. You have to admit, being in a small space with Ankita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. Ankita puts the shipment back on the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with some of it. She heads back towards the counter to grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in. She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You see a list of names and numbers, nothing that exciting, along with what looks like a transit timetable. I found them. Found who? My crew, she points at a name on the list, or more specifically, Ashton Kaidi. It was his pass that was used to access Amber and slice the shipment. I thought he might have been killed or robbed, his pass stolen, but it turns out he crossed the Founder's Gap the very next cycle. How do you know? I know some of the crew over at the ferry old mercs used to run in an outfit I'd worked with. I saw them in the Overlook and they mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. I checked the manifest and there he was. Looks suspicious. He hasn't said a word since the theft, and anyone wanting to hide out might head to the Greenway and go to the ground. She flexes. He won't get far enough. Far though. There's no real docks out there, only a couple of jetties in the wastes. So what now? Now I feed the shipment. That's the first priority. She pauses. But maybe you could help me out. Sure, how? It's like this. I head over there, especially in Amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to sleep the station, or he'll bury himself so deep in the waste no one will ever find him. But you, Ashton doesn't know you. All I need is for you to go there and sniff around. Not at the commune, not the stacks. He will have gone to the edges, the margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton likes. You see him, you locate him. Ping me on this. She hands you a comp earpiece. Seeing as this is merc work, I'll be happy to give you a merc pay. She shifts in her seat. The thing is, I haven't got much left. So, about I tell the boys who run the ferry to give you a discount? I know it's not much, but once I grab this covered, I'll pay up. 200 Cyro, nothing less. Okay, what do you say? She meets your eye. Okay. She gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder. Good, I owe you. She leaves the shipment up onto her shoulder with varying ease. I'm going to get this fitted into Amber's core. You get any info, any sense of where Ashton is hiding, let me know. She goes to turn and then stops. And once again, Sleeper, thank you. I do appreciate it. Ankita stomps off into the guts of Amber with the shipment, leaving you in the galley. You glance around, a sudden nervous energy descending at what is to come. You never thought you'd get work as a mercenary, but then again, it seems the eye is full of surprises. Cool. So, we got yet another mission. We have so many of these right now. Okay. Okay, so, okay, I stopped working on this one. Plus 15 Cyro, plus 15 Cyro in all cases. That seems a bit optimistic. So do we continue fixing up our place here? So I definitely want to go back up to 5 dice, and I can consistently now get scraps, so we're gonna go and repair here. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might use this thing. But let's hold on to one of these bad boys just in case. There we go, beautiful. So, what do I want to work on? I could cross. Random items. Okay. We could go and walk this thing some more. Scale the spoke. So, I got a 6 here. And 6. I know what I want to do to 6. I want to put 6s in here. Because it's +0, so... And I want a nice place. There we go. And then with the 2, I want to do some engineer work. Well, there is a chance this might fail, but... We can also get some scrap by doing engineer work, so I like the idea. Nope, that failed. Okay. Okay, time to go and sleep. Yep. Good. Well, things are looking up. I have plenty of choices where I can work, plenty of quests I can complete. A little bit hard to choose which one I really want to do. Okay, I'm starving, so I definitely want to do something for energy. Was there a mission here at Rabaya for energy? There was, actually. But, like... Any engage actions would also, like... have a chance to give me energy. Like this one here. And Ethan's closing, so hopefully he doesn't wreck me. I mean, I could also, like, cross... Try to get rid of him. We could also do some noodle business. Mingi Express. So this one gives 3 energy if we make it. I don't think that's good. And it's also repeatable, so we would not unlock anything new here. Meanwhile, if we work here, we will. So yeah, let's go patrol the ward to get our energy back. And then let's go do the engage action. Actually, I should do this first because this one has a chance to also give me energy. But this one's really good. This one's gonna give me some scrap components, so which we'll use before going to sleep. So we've got some 4s and 2s now. What do we do with those? Like earning some cash might be good. We can earn cash by selling Yatagan agent data. Although we are now like their friends, so maybe we should do Heavenage instead. So this would be 20 cash. Well, maybe even more if we get the thing. So that's 20 cash. I'm afraid of this thing though. That's making me think that maybe I should cross sooner rather than later. It is expensive, but I'm fine with everything. Oh, it only costs 100. Oh, that's because she put in a good word for me. When you mention Ankita, the spacer selling passes smiles. They'll give you this discount on passage to the Greenway. Yeah, sure, let's go across. Okay, thank you very much. And take the ferry across the Founder's Gap to Greenway. Interesting. As you step out into the passageway, someone barrels into you from behind, sending you stumbling down the corridor. You turn to see an unfamiliar spacer laden with heavy gear. She steadies herself, staring you down as if daring to respond. Sorry. She adjusts a strap on her shoulder, holding up a hand in recognition before setting off down the corridor. Stubborn ex-XPR spacer. I'm sorry for her. A second spacer smiles at you apologetically. She's on a mission, and when she's on a mission, they shrug. Tell her to be not a problem. They smile. You're sweet. Peek! Isha stands further down the corridor, glowering at her friend. She chops at the air, pointing down the corridor to whatever end she's rushing to. Peek raises their eyebrows at you. Ish, please, do you want everyone in this station to hate us? Ish hardens. They want us to hate us, they can hate us. She drops her hip. I'm not exactly seeing much love as it is. We're lucky we got through before they set up that damn cordon. Cordon? Peek gestures in your direction. See, they don't even know what you're talking about. This station isn't Hawthorne. Not everyone has to follow some corporate protocol. A-sites, I'm not saying they're part of the administration. She jerks her head in your direction. But I'm saying we need to get these supplies to the Briar before someone starts asking questions. Can I help? Peek smiles slyly. See, Eshe? Help! Isn't that exactly what we need right now? Peek! Ish rolls her eyes. Peek ignores her. We are with the refugees, the one Heaven and Chef cordoned off from entering the station. Ishi interrupts. The ones that are being quarantined in makeshift vessels that barely made it to the eye to begin with. The ones that your station administrators have called an existential risk and are running out of supplies while their right to safety is being debated by people with no stake in their future. She quickly looks away, annoyed at her own outburst. Pig sighs. She's right. People are trapped out there and, well, they turn to Ishi. We understand that this is a big problem for the Eye. Hundreds of refugees and more ships turning up each cycle. They hold up a hand to stop Ishi interrupting, but, Ishi turns away, her burning anger a palpable force in the close quarters of the corridor. They need supplies, and after everything they've been through, the quarantine isn't helping. Pig finishes. That's terrible. Ish looks back at you, her fierceness fading. Pig, please. Ish gathers herself and the supplies. Ish, we need help. Just like the refugees needed us, we need others too. They smile at her. Pig turns to you. Come, find us. The climbing briar is docked at the broken spoke past the GreenWay in the wastes. We have a good view of the cordon, though we are keeping our distance for now. Come, help us. They squeeze your hand. Ish turns to leave and Pig follows, waving goodbye. A moment later, Ish shouts back down the corridor. Don't bother coming empty-handed. You want to help? Show us. Bring supplies or don't come at all. And with that, they disappear around the corner. Ish already picking up speed as Pig calls for her to slow down. A refugee flotilla. Where are they coming from and why now? Each time you think you begin to understand this place, something changes. Right. Another drive. Yay. Why did they do this? So I have to go like back and forth. Ooh, this place is dark. What's that? GreenWay gate. Hello. The entire GreenWay is locked down, shrouded in a dark cloud of shifting currents. What is happening here? Okay, I don't have a GreenWay gate just yet. This place is big. GreenWay. Service dock. Derelict service dock. Haifa commune. Self-sustaining community. Wild margins. Artificial wilderness. The wastes. Ruined agricultural systems. Oh, what's that? Climbing briar. Escaped XPR ship. Oh, I think those are these two, right? Supply Girals. Ishi asks you to bring supplies, and fragrant eye-grown Giral cups seem like the perfect to impress her. Welcome to Episode Flux. Episode Flux is the first of 3 episodic updates to Citizen Sleeper, telling the story of the refugee flotilla which has arrived at the Eye. Completing the action above will begin that story, but be aware that it is intended for late gameplay. Head to the www.citizensleeper.com to find out more. Okay, so let's skip this for now until we are fully upgraded or whatever. So this is part of the free downloadable content that they added to the game. It's pretty nice. Well, let's first check what is this thing. Waiting for Fang. Why is that you always have to wait for Fang? When is he going to be the one waiting for you? Okay, so we came here a little bit early, that's fine. What is this? GreenWay. Overgrown biosphere. Map the pathways. Rather than simply trash through the undergrowth, you might sketch a map of this overgrown jungle to try to better navigate its hazards. Walk the GreenWay. The simplest way to explore the GreenWay is simply to pick a path and set off into its existing chambers and passages. This carries obvious risks. Okay, well, I need to have like a good dice for this. A 5 would be nice. Okay, let's see, what is this? HIPAA Communi. Work the canteen. HIPAA member. Newcomers to the commune can work within the canteen, preparing and serving food for those that make the compound their home. Work to grow beds. The grow beds are the heart of the commune, feeding the members and fueling their lab work. You're invited to assist in maintaining them. Okay, I can help them with food growing. Wild margins. Tracking Ashton. Oh, right. This is the mission we just got. Search for signals. Rather than hiking around the wilderness, you can make use of your skills, tap into the cloud, and find Ashton by his signals. Look for tracks. Seems like the obvious way to track someone, but in this overgrown tangle, the simple stack suddenly becomes difficult. search for some signals here. Okay, we got the neutral outcome, which is decent actually. This is interface action. Okay. Let's go back across. And let's see, can we get like, yeah, let's do engage here. Let's collect some money for some more scrap components. Neutral outcome. We got some energy. Okay. We didn't get scrap components. We need a 5 to guarantee that, which is alright. I have an extra one here, so that's fine. At least now we know, right? Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna sleep in empty container a couple more times here, I guess. And the cycle. Not a huge fan of these dice, though. I got 1 upgrade point, so I cannot reroll all of your dice once per cycle. So I do hope that we can get a good result here. $50-50 to get some scrap. Another 50-50. Okay. Right. Oh, we did get... No, we didn't get... Okay. As you say your goodbyes to other enforcers and walk back through the low end, a chirping catches your attention. In a quiet corridor away from the main thoroughfare, someone has stuck a small recorder to the wall with soot-sealing tape. Written across the fluorescent tape is one word: sleeper. A message for us, how nice. You peel it away from the wall, and as you do, it triggers some kind of improvised trip switch. Sleeper, Sabine's voice crackles through. I have seen you with the Yatagan members. Are they holding you captive now too? A high whine. I'm sorry if I have dragged you into this. Do not trust them. Something has happened within the gang. Some kind of power struggle. You cover the speaker a little, their voice too loud in the quiet corridor. I will come soon. Thanks to your efforts, I have located most of their properties at the right time. I will see you soon. Don't give up. Remember our deal. The recording cuts off. You stare at the recorder, processing what you have just heard. Hearing Sabine's voice again opens up something inside of you. An SNARP employee. Do they know that I know? You struggle with a mix of concerns and distrust. You throw the recorder into a nearby waste chute as you leave the corridor, still unsure of who to trust, and head quietly out of the low end. Okay. Let me actually just do that. It's not super efficient, but we didn't get any scrap, so when that happens, I guess we'll just do that, and then we can go and earn some money with these. So I guess the best way would be to go into this thing and just grab some stuff here. I mean, we are very proficient at this, so yeah. Okay, and then that. So if we get small dice, I'm just gonna come here and earn some money, and if we get good dice, then we're gonna do some other stuff instead. Okay. And there should be one more. Okay. Heritage agent. There should be one more Yatagan agent that we can do. There we go. Oh, +5 Sire as well. That's pretty good. And okay, and we can go and sell some of these. So here we can sell Heritage data. I guess this is the best place to earn money there. Okay, but you know what? Let's make a cut here. I'm gonna continue selling stuff some other time. Right, things are looking good though. Things are looking good. We have good ways of making income. We have good ways of repairing ourselves. 2 ways actually. My only concern is what should I prioritize next. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do something nice. Be kind to each other. And let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you in the next episode. The Neomer signing out. Bye bye.